I picked up our first ever Japanese import, which is obviously for tailor-made cars.
So what we thinking, like a Mazda, Toyota, something a little bit. You know.
Is it like?
Is it not a K car?
No.
2JZ K car.
Oh my god!
Something interesting. Which is going to be really interesting.
It's got to be. It's from Japan.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Autoalex podcast, episode 30. Wow, 30. That's a nice round number.
Yeah, and we've almost got there with... Oh, no, we've missed quite a few weeks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, last week was because you forgot all the podcast equipment when we went to the Nürburgring.
No, we still did a podcast that week.
Yeah, I know, but it was on a Friday with Ethan and Jack from All the Gear. Not all the gear, as in...
No.
It's like, not.
No. What are you doing? You got the sniffles?
I got the sniffles.
Yeah.
Speaking of the All the Gear podcast that we did last week, apologies about the interference in the last 20 minutes. That was Rory's fault because
no,
you forgot the headphones, man.
I didn't. No, I did not forget the headphones. They're in the box. We don't have a way of doing
on my head.
Headphones while
extension lead.
What, from Beaconsfield Services?
We were in Beaconsfield Services using.
Also, apparently there is a giant. So I got told in my Instagram DMs that there is a giant antenna near Beaconsfield Services, which is probably what was causing the interference.
Yeah, because our phones were going.
Do you know what though? I don't know about you. Did you have a lot of comments about it?
About what?
Yeah,
I did. I had a lot.
Did you have a lot?
I had a lot.
I didn't have that many. I was wondering, do you reckon a lot of people just thought there was interference through their own speakers?
I hope so, because that will really ruin
Do you remember
their day,
that thing when you used to put your phone on the desk? And if you had speakers, they used to go...
That's what it was doing. That's what it was doing last podcast. Oh, now people are going to think it's doing it again.
Oh, yeah.
Let me do it for you.
Anyway, apologies. I'm just having a look at the numbers there. 32,000 listens for the Ethan and Jack one.
God, that's more than we've ever got with Taylor.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, speaking of, Taylor's here.
Hello, I'm back.
Woo. Woof. I was hyping you up like a hype man. And Rory's here. Oh, what was the comment that you said before?
Oh, it was in the last podcast because I was sitting in the back.
Yeah.
Someone said, do you ever get tired of having to put bedding down in the back of the car for Rory?
Why is that funny, Rory?
Because I'm a hamster.
Because you're a hamster! Yay! Okay, right. As is customary, before we actually get into the meat and two of the podcast, hello to Alex Tullett, who's just bought a high-mileage Mercedes. Shout out to cranky trucker Frank from County Cork, Ireland, who just turned 30 and who has a bad BMW habit, and that's from your friend Jamie. We've got Lewis the Milkman on his morning rounds. We've got Malcolm listening on Sydney's northern beaches. Simon from Belgium listening in his Tesla Model 3. And Rory's mum, Jackie.
You're right, mum.
All right there, mum. Does your mum sound like you? Is she like, all right there?
I don't sound brummy though.
You do sound
quite
on
occasion.
No.
On occasion.
I do not. I like my mate Rich. He sounds
Rich.
brummy.
Rich.
I've bought myself a BMW and it's broken. Right. Before we chat about what we've been up to, Shedfest announcement. And you know what?
What?
This is going to be the last time that I do a Shedfest announcement.
Why?
Because it's boring. No, because everybody, there are, as of now, 99 tickets remaining.
Well, actually, that was as of probably about an hour ago.
This morning, actually.
So it's probably gone now.
So, well, we'll say, I mean, yeah, you've probably listening to this and it's too late, so no.
So what about next week when you say, Shedfest announcement, there are no tickets remaining?
Well, then there's no tickets remaining.
No tickets.
So this isn't the last Shedfest announcement.
Well, no, I'm just saying, no tickets remaining. There are 99 tickets.
You might as well say it now, because by the time this goes out, there will be no tickets remaining.
But if you're listening to this and you do want to come to Shedfest, which is the UK's greatest celebration of shitboxes, high-mileage heroes, and project cars on May the 4th, Mallory Park, then get your tickets immediately. And I mean immediately.
If they're still available.
If they're still available. If they're not, then no. Should have got there. I'm getting so many DMs from people as well saying, tickets have run out. This was before we released the further 1,000 this week, saying, my girlfriend didn't know she could come and, didn't buy them. I don't care. Buy them yourself.
Don't be so rotten.
No, just buy them yourself because it's going to be fantastic. And when we were at the Nürburgring last week, I said to Misha, King of the Nürburgring, do you want to come to Shedfest? And he said, no. And I had to pay him off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what, he's coming?
Yeah, he's coming now. I gave him €5.
Oh, okay.
And he was like,
Nice.
okay. He's actually going to be driving over, I think, in a Jaguar XJS.
That's
with,
pretty cool.
with 4 people. So, it's
So
gonna be
he
cool.
won't be coming to Shedfest.
He is coming to Shedfest.
Is
No,
Leon?
he won't be coming
Is
to
Leon one of
Shedfest.
those 4 people?
No, Leon, tall Leon.
Yeah, tall Leon.
No.
Oh.
Have we invited him?
Yeah,
Leon's coming.
Oh, yeah, Leon's coming. Yay! Leon is like the tallest man in the world. So if you see the tallest man in the world, go up to him and say, hi, Leon, because it will be Leon.
Yeah.
It was funny. Edwin is a very tall person.
Yes.
But Leon next to Edwin, it just looked like it looked like Taylor next to you.
Yeah. You are short, to be fair.
What, are you saying Leon's fat?
No, I'm... oh, God.
No, you finish your disc, because I already got in there quickly.
No. You're just short.
All right, okay. Short attention span. So yeah, please get your tickets now. Otherwise they will be gone. Right. What have we all been up to? I'm going to start with saying thank you to everyone for your congratulations messages. I've had many because I am going to be a dad.
Congratulations.
Way.
That's quite scary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, you're going to be a terrible father.
I'm going to be an old father as well.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, you're 40.
No, I'm not 40.
You are 40.
I'm not 40. I'm
You-
going to be 40 in January.
So
It's January 10th, by the way.
you're going to be 40 very soon.
No, it's not very soon. I reckon I won't even make 40, so it's all right. So I'll have the last laugh.
How do you
Maybe.
reckon you'll pass away?
Shitting.
Yeah,
no, that's
probably.
you, Taylor. That is definitely you.
No.
I reckon it will be something stress related because I've spent too much time with you, Taylor.
No,
You will
would-
literally stress me out so much I just pass away.
Excuse me, you admitted the other day that Rory is your most stressful friend.
No, that was
No.
only for like 2 or 3 days. But you are by far my most stressful
But I
friend.
don't stress
The
you
amount
out.
of stress you bring in my
Oh,
life, not
shut
only
up.
my life, but Rory's life as well. It's unheard of. I didn't know a man could be so stressful.
Right.
But here we are.
I'm very low maintenance.
Oh, my
What?
God. No.
Very low
No.
maintenance. If he was a car, what would he be?
Land Rover
Land
Discovery.
Rover, it would be.
I'm not that wobbly.
Yeah, you'd be worse than Big Pete. Big Pete. Oh,
Oh, let's put our phones on
why?
airplane
Sorry,
mode.
sorry. Beep, 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 beep.
Let's put-
Sorry.
Oh,
everyone.
it's Benji's phoning me.
Benji.
Wait,
Benji's our editor.
Benji,
Hello, mate.
you're causing static on the podcast, so I'm going to have to hang up.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
sorry. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it's
That's so rude. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, everyone. So yeah, thank you for the congrats. We are also looking for a unit desperately now in earnest, in real earnest, because we need to be out in 2 months.
Yes.
So we've been scouring the interwebs, and Chris, who is like in charge of all the merch, he's currently on the phone to a man talking about units. I think, hopefully. So yeah, we need to find a very big unit, about 4,000 square feet, so we can put all of our shit in one place.
And we ideally want like we don't want to be in an industrial park, really. We want like a barn in a farm somewhere.
We do.
Or like an old pub.
We want to be far away
A
enough
pub?
that no
I
one can
was
hear
thinking
Rory's
this.
screams.
We drove
You
past
want to
a
rent
pub.
a pub?
Imagine if we had a
Yeah.
pub.
Imagine if
We
had
could
a
call
pub.
it Maffine and Caffeine. Maffine and Muffine.
You could call it
Muffin and
Autoalex, 2
caffeine.
pints of lager and a packet of crisps.
That just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So if you have a unit or if you just want to knock one up for us over the weekend, please let us know. We will pay handsomely. Lots of money. They're very expensive, aren't they?
Very expensive.
Yes.
Especially down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we are also looking for a replacement for Big Pete.
Yeah, I sold Big Pete back to Alex.
Did you though?
No.
We had a conversation a couple of nights ago,
Yeah.
and
Was
it
it-
transpired that you buying Big Pete was a terrible idea, which I knew, which everyone knew, and I was just waiting for you to phone me up and say, Alex, I've made a mistake. And you did.
To be
And
fair,
yeah.
the condition that I agreed to buy Big Pete in wasn't the condition when it got back from Germany.
But we didn't agree any condition. It was just the
no,
car was
I
there
said
and
I'd
then.
get the torque converter done, but it turns out it needs a lot more work. And turns out it might not even be the torque converter. Or it might be the torque converter and something else.
Fantastic.
What you've done essentially is take it back under warranty.
Yeah.
Yeah, without even giving me any money to begin with. But I knew he wasn't going to buy it anyway, because
Well-
as soon as we phoned Ellie, your girlfriend, and you
No.
were like, oh, I just bought Big Pete.
Look, I would have happily bought it off you, but Alex didn't like the agreement of our terms.
No, Rory, you made a mistake.
No.
Rory, it's okay.
Look, I
Rory,
would
it's not your fault.
I would have
It's not
happily
your-
bought
come
it
on,
off
hold my hand. It's not
but,
your
but
fault.
You didn't.
It's not
you
your
didn't like
fault.
that. You
Here we
didn't read the
go.
small print. Because I actually had a few buys lined up.
Do you know what it
noticed?
is?
Have you noticed that Rory can never admit that he's wrong?
Oh,
It's
no, he
like
never
it's
admits.
something
Yeah.
hardwired.
Do you know what it is? You two done the deal. He immediately regretted it.
Immediately.
And then
So, did you
two-
just admit that you immediately regretted it?
I immediately regretted it when we then drove it, and then more issues happened
Yeah.
literally instantly.
And then you two started sort of arguing about it. And then he came up to me at the gantry and he was like, "Do you think I made a bad decision buying Big Pete?" And I was like, "No, you got a great deal out of
Yeah,
it."
great deal.
And then he asked me like 2 more times. I was like, "Yeah, you regret it."
Yeah, obviously you've made a mistake, Roy, and it's okay. You're only human. Oh no, wait, you're a hamster. Hamsters make mistakes, man.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they're spinning those wheels, because they
They
just
do.
keep going round and
They
round
do.
in circles.
Oh, very good, very good. So yeah, we are looking for a replacement for Big Pete. We've been thinking potentially a van.
Yeah.
On the way to the unit this morning, I was thinking potentially a pickup truck.
Or potentially.
Oh, if it has the words Land and Rover in the name, then stop what you're saying.
No, it has.
And go run into a wall.
It has something that sounds like grenade.
Grenadier.
Blanade.
Do you want a Grenadier?
Ineos Grenadier. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been looking at those as well.
I really
Yeah.
like those. Aren't they bare spenny?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking like press car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if the people at Ineos would like to have a convo about potentially giving us a press car for a while that we can use.
And yeah, bear in mind, we're not like usual reviewers. We don't just do a little article. It is
ruin them.
literally, it becomes part of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if you look at Big Pete, he is one of the
He's
family.
ruined. Oh, he's one of the
Sorry,
family.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
Like it's not just going to sit there. It's going to be going around the Nurburgring. Wait, no, it's not. No.
But it could be if you let us.
and we promise that we won't break the torque converter.
Well, we promise that we will test it out. But if it breaks, then it's on you. Right?
So we were at Tom Lenthor's, and he said he's never had a car that he's done so much work to,
Yes.
and it come back so many times with different issues.
Do you think he just likes us so much that he just doesn't really fix things properly? He's like 80%. He's like, lads, back it off there. That's fine. Torque converter's got another 1,400 miles left in it, and they'll be back. No, but even Tom said, yeah, it's time to let go. Let go, Big Pete.
And then he was telling us about, because I was then talking about maybe let's get a Discovery 4, low mileage, whatever. And then he told me the
Wait,
price.
do you know the price of a Discovery 4, Taylor?
Yes.
Low mileage Discovery 4.
Like a 2015, like one of the last ones.
How much? How much that?
15, 16 grand.
And the
Nope.
rest?
No.
Are they more?
For below 50 grand, below 50,000
Wait for
mile, like one of the last ones, like 2015, 2016, £35,000
For a Discovery
No way.
4.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're shit.
No, but people love them though.
But they're shit.
Because they're idiots.
No, because we have gone through it. There is not a vehicle that will do what we need Big Pete to do. We can make a vehicle do it. Like, so we're thinking with a van, we could maybe install a seat in the back, like right at the back. Maybe if we
A
get one.
casting couch.
Yeah, a casting. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And then
I've watched
and then
videos where there's people in there and they make use of the seat.
I think I
Do you know
saw
what we
that
could
as
do?
well.
We could. So we were thinking about buying a speed camera van.
Oh, I thought you was going to say a speedboat.
No,
then.
because it would have the windows on the side in the back.
Oh, what?
It's got
a speed camera van.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Camera van.
Yeah. So it's got the windows on the back.
Yeah.
The windows on the side, and you know there's always that little chair in the back, isn't there, where the man sits?
Yeah. We could buy all of them and then we take all of those bloody speed camera vans off the roads.
Yeah.
Because I swear there are more and more popping up.
Aren't they?
I've got
Chris?
quite a lot of friends who are getting done left, right, and centre. And I'm like, where are these all cropped up from? Hello, Chris.
A404
Uh-huh.
2 weeks ago.
Marlo.
Yours was really unfortunate though, Chris.
Do you want to explain, Rory, why it's extra
So,
unfortunate?
by the way, this is Chris Hill. We're best friends from school. We've known each other since we were 12. And we do Autoalex merch together, don't we? And what day is it today? Tuesday. You have actually... Can I say this? Yeah, who cares? You got 2 days left of your actual well-paying, very important job before you are full-time with Autoalex merch. How do you feel?
It's exciting. I had a little cry on the way here, and I think it was
An
a good
emotional
cry.
breakdown?
Yeah, no, good cry.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, think of all the amazing things we can do, and also look at all this stuff. Well, here's a lovely Taylor.
Hello.
Hello, and Rory. So it's very exciting.
It is.
Here's a lovely Taylor. and Rory. You said it nicely.
Okay.
No, Rory's actually my favourite.
Yeah.
How dare
You shut your dirty
How
mouth.
dare you?
You get back in your butt. Why is your jumper so stretched?
I shrunk.
Well, no, we had a little rumble, didn't we? We had a proper rumble before.
But let's go back to Chris's speeding ticket.
Oh, yeah.
So Chris was in our lovely Vanny D.
Vanny D!
Oh yeah, you text me about this the other day.
What,
didn't
while he was
you?
driving?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
No, he's not Taylor.
Oh yeah,
How
sorry.
dare you?
But yeah, no. So obviously, a lot of people probably don't know that on a dual carriageway, although the speed limit is 70 for cars, it is not for vans.
No.
What?
And, yeah. So Chris's speeding ticket.
Are you actually confused by this? Did you not know this?
No.
Yes.
Yes, there
it
we
is.
go.
You can't do more than 60 miles an hour ever in the UK in a van.
No, on a motorway you can, just not on a dual carriageway.
Oh, can you do 70 on
You
a
can
motorway?
do 70 on a motorway, but just not on a dual
I
carriageway.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
And you've got a van, haven't you?
I have got
What
a
speed
van.
do you drive around? on it?
Genuinely quite slowly because it is slow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so Chris got done for doing 68 in a 70.
That is bullshit. What? Your nose just dripped.
It did just drip.
He just wiped his nose whilst maintaining eye contact with you. It was quite scary and sexy. We were fighting. When we were fighting, we were having a rumble on the floor, which is what we used to do as like 14, 15-year-olds. And I always used to pin Chris to the floor in his living room.
Oh.
And I did it here in the unit floor. And all of a sudden I could hear this. And I was like, what's going on? And because I pinned him on the floor, his only way of escaping or trying to beat me is by spitting on my leg. It was literally, I was like, fair play. Like, you got me off. Yeah. I mean, you got me off you. You didn't get me off. Yeah. Yeah. What have you got there, Chris? You got a little beer, Corona.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like midday, Chris.
No.
Chris, it's
it
1
was,
o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, but it's 2 o'clock somewhere in the world, isn't it?
as long as it's after 12, it's okay.
There
Great.
you go. There you go.
Great.
Chris, crack it open and crack on with whatever you're doing.
Thanks for reminding me. I'm actually at work.
Okay, he's going back to work.
And if you're listening to this, it's too late. He's gone.
Also, Chris doesn't care, so it doesn't matter.
Chris, don't forget your beer. It's like you've left it on the floor.
All right.
Oh,
I'll
there
take
you go.
that.
Yeah.
I'm taking it.
Thanks, Chris. And that's Chris, everybody.
Hey!
I really hope people at home are clapping.
Okay.
There's going to be like 2 or 3 people clapping out there. Right, so where were we? Big Pete replacement. We're thinking van. Ineos Grenadier would be good, so I'm actually going to get in contact with them. And I was also thinking potentially a pickup truck. Would that be useful?
No.
Okay. Pickup trucks are shit, aren't they?
They are the worst, and they ride really bad. Do you remember
Yes.
that one that we had? That was just, it was...
We won't mention names, but it was shit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Was that the one with the oval badge?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And we had to tow a car and it was bouncing all over the place.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
that's
think-
okay. 'cause
This
it's
was
pickup truck.
pre-Taylor days, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
We weren't tailor-made at the time. We weren't actually stressed out because we'd
shut up.
never
Give
met
it a
you.
break.
God, you're so stressed.
Shut up. I'm actually a stress relief because I do so many favours and sort everything out.
It probably equals itself out.
No,
No.
way. No way. No,
Okay.
no. No.
I was trying
Not
to be
everyone's
generous.
fault.
Sorry.
Don't
you.
try and be generous. He stresses us out so much.
How dare you?
I've literally aged by 10 years in 2 years.
To be fair, I was saying this the other day. You actually looked really good for your age right up until the point when
That
we
I met
started.
you.
Yeah.
And then you stressed me out.
And now you look terrible.
I think I'd have a better time being a dad than knowing you. Like with, 2 a.m. feeds and
Well,
everything
he's
like
given
that
you a
and
lot
not
of practice,
sleeping.
though, hasn't he? To be fair.
Yeah.
What, me feeding him?
Yeah.
oh,
Come here, Taylor.
no.
Let's do a 2 a.m. feed live on the podcast. Let me get my nipple out. And I don't mean my penis. Yeah?
I want bitty.
Oh, Jesus. Right, I think we're up to date with what I've been up to. What a lovely way to end. I want bitty. Rory, what have you been up to? We need to hear about this lawnmower of yours.
Oh, yeah.
Because your profile has taken off.
Everyone's obsessed with
And
the
you
lawnmower.
want a free lawnmower.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's the company called?
Memotion.
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 Would Memotion work well in my garden, or is it too big and beefy?
It would work well in any garden because Memotion is the best lawnmower out there.
Just like Tesla, and Elon Musk is a visionary, and
Yeah.
anyone who says anything bad against Elon Musk, I would I invite you to the unit and I would give you a good spanking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They might like that.
They would like that. Yeah.
Do you know one of the top comments on the Big Pete episode is about my lawnmower?
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm going to have
Rory,
to look
I
this up.
think you should set up your own Instagram page just for your lawnmower.
Oh, yeah, like what people do for their pets, but
Yeah.
mine's the lawnmower.
And do an update.
yeah.
Do you know it would be a lot more popular than his personal one?
Wow.
It's not hard.
His lawnmower?
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I reckon so. It could go viral.
No, I posted a picture of my lovely E28 that
Mhm.
people seem to like.
Right, top comment on the my cheap luxury 4x4 has financially ruined me episode from last week.
Yeah,
Is-
not top one. It's one of the top
Oh,
ones.
one of the top ones. Can we see Rory's £2,700 lawnmower? And there's 894 upvotes, 11 replies. Yeah, we need a lawnmower review. So this is from Calf Eachney9136. Can we see the review? And then Diamond says, yeah, we need lawnmower review. Paul McMillan, it'll be on the market soon. Rory's going to need parts. Very good. Very good.
Not anymore.
And then Devil's Wing says, but he doesn't even mow his own lawn. That's the whole point of having a robot lawn.
No, so a lot of people, when they said this, I got a lot of comments from people saying, oh, it's not even a sit-on lawnmower.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone thought it was a sit-on
Yeah,
lawnmower,
yeah.
but no, it's a robot.
Yeah, you can't even. Well, can you sit on it? Could you get it to wheel you about?
I think it would explode.
No, it's got suspension though.
Have you tried standing on it?
It's got little shock absorbers
Has
with
it?
springs. Yeah.
Have you tried
Oh.
standing on it?
No, I don't want to.
Why not?
Uh,
Just bring it back under warranty.
No.
Yes,
Question.
I'll do it when I visit.
What happens if someone nicks it?
Oh,
So
when
Taylor's asked me about this, but I've already said. So it literally is a giant battery with loads of very, very accurate GPS sensors in. So you'd have to be a bit of an idiot to nick it because it is a giant, everlasting tracker.
Question. What if you nicked it and wrapped it in foil
I was going to say, you know where you put keys in a thing?
in a Faraday bag?
if you get a massive Faraday
if you
bag,
nick,
we could
right?
drive it into a Faraday box.
No, you know what you could do? You could nick a Pizza Hut delivery bag. You know they're lined with foil?
If you're going to say Domino's, because I used to.
All
run
right,
there,
you could nick-
they're far superior to Pizza Hut.
You could nick a Domino's pizza bag
Yeah.
with the foil inside.
No,
it.
it's too powerful for
Drive the lawnmower straight
that.
into the
and
bag,
plus the
and away you go.
lawnmower would not fit in that. It's too big.
Really?
Oh, it's big.
Why don't we just nick it? Where do you live?
I'm not.
Should we nick his lawnmower?
Well, nick his lawnmower.
Without him knowing. Do you know what I said to him? What I want
Oh
to do?
yeah, this was really.
So
so
I-
fair play if you do this.
I want to nick his lawnmower, and I want to nick it and keep it for long enough for his lawn to grow.
Yeah.
Too long for the lawnmower to be able to cut it.
Oh,
So then
Because
I'd have
then
to
he'll
get
have to pay someone to come and cut the lawn, and then I'll give him his lawnmower back.
that would be good. I would invest in that.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
I don't think it is.
I reckon there's a V2 episode in that.
Do you know
Nicking
what we?
Rory's
Do you know what we
lawnmower.
should actually do?
What?
Is we go in at night. How big is the lawn?
It's about 1,100 square meters.
Oh shit, this might be a bit difficult. Anyway, we go in at night. They go to bed at like 11.
Mm.
We arrive, and then very quietly, we just
Quietly.
move the lawnmower. Okay, we put it back in the dock. So imagine it goes beep, and then
Yeah.
we just switch it off.
Yeah.
And then we get spades. We're going to need big spades. And then we just tear up the whole lawn, right? And then we put it in the back of your van.
Yeah.
What is it, 1,100 square meters?
Yeah.
We'll bring Vanny D as well. Put it in 2 vans. And then we astroturf.
Oh.
And then in the morning, the lawnmower's like, what's going on? What am I doing? What's my job here? What's my job? And then Rory's just stuck with a £2,700 ornament.
I mean, I'd quite prefer that because at the moment I've gone into lawn care now.
Oh, for crying
Oh,
out. Have you
God.
scarified the lawn?
I didn't scarify it. I put down, I don't know.
Miracle Grow.
It was Miracle Grow. I put it down.
You did that before scarifying?
Yeah, but
Oh,
it said
maniac.
you didn't need to. And
Don't you need to put loads of like, you use one of those
Aerate it,
rollers
yeah.
to aerate it, and then you put Miracle Grow.
No, because Miracle Grow says I could just put it on. Anyway,
Of course they would.
it has done the job it intended to do, which is it will make your grass greener.
Mhm.
It will
Yeah.
kill weeds.
Yeah.
And also the big point is it will kill moss.
Mm.
Turns out, I would say maybe 70% of the lawn was moss. So I'm just left with
Oh, shit.
patches of grass.
30%
Yeah, so
grass.
I've got a lawnmower now to mow dirt.
Oh.
Anyway,
What does your landlady think about that? Or she not seen the
she hasn't seen it
destruction
yet
that you've
because
left?
I'm getting some grass seeds and I'm gonna fix it.
Crying out loud.
Welcome everybody to the Ground Force podcast. I hope you're enjoying this. Next week, Alex buys some pansies.
Do you remember when we used to make
I'm
car
going to have
channel?
to buy those knickers where I sneeze and have a little wee. That's what we need to talk about next week.
What?
You know, like when you get to a certain age like me, when you have a little sneeze, it's like, oh, shit.
Right.
You have a little
What is
little
it? Has
wee.
he lost his marbles?
Well, no, I'm just saying this is what we're going to move on from lawn care to.
Right.
Oh, next week I bought some. What are those knickers called that you put on? You know, when you're incontinent.
Pampers.
Yeah. Okay.
Nappies.
Nappies. Oh shit, nappies.
Oh, you're
going
going
to
to need a lot of nappies.
Pampers. Would you please? They're very expensive. Could I have some nappies, please? Not for me, for an impending child.
Not for you.
Not for. Actually, I could on some days I could do with nappies, especially
Brilliant.
when I'm around you because you stress me out so
Oh,
much.
here we go again.
It's just so stressful.
Give over.
I don't have time to go to the toilet with you.
Right.
Around.
What else you been up to, Rory?
E28.
Oh,
Oh, I'm in love with my E28.
They're good, aren't
Oh
they?
my god! So I was out with Ellie and we went. It was we had such a lovely weekend of sun,
Mm.
and we went out to the pub and just had like a Sunday roast. And I parked mine right outside this country pub, and then I went on and I was like, "This is the life." I felt like such an old man, and then I went back and cared for my lawn,
Oh my god.
and that was my weekend. Really, yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Fair play.
that's a good weekend. Taylor, what about you? What stressful things did you get up to?
Well, it's been a couple of weeks since I've last been on the
It's
podcast,
been
hasn't
very
it?
peaceful,
So-
hasn't it? Actually, no, we were with him at the Nürburgring. It's very stressful.
Right.
Very.
I was
Very
the least
stressful.
stressful person there, and you know it was Rory.
Yeah, Rory was way more stressful that week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you guys are all fucking idiots.
See, he's so stressed
I know
with
that-
you being here. that He's swearing now.
He's just
Yeah.
so stressful.
Yeah.
But yeah, what have I been up to? So obviously we went to the Nürburgring. That was really good fun.
Yeah.
Even though the weather was a bit rubbish, but we still made some great content. We
We
had
did.
a good laugh. We
Yep.
were all together. That was really good. What else have I been up to? I bought a couple of cars.
Have you?
Mm.
What did you go pick up from the docks?
The dock. So I picked up our first ever Japanese import,
Oh,
which is obviously for tailor-made cars.
so
not
what
for
we
the
thinking?
channel.
Like a Mazda, Toyota, something a little bit. You know.
Is it like
is it
two
not a
J-
K car?
Did you get a 2JZ?
No.
2JZ K car.
Oh my god!
Something interesting.
No.
Well, it's going to be really
Got-
interesting.
well, it's got to be. It's from Japan.
Yeah.
It's-
What about those luxury limo things?
Oh,
The Crown.
The Crown. Did you buy a
I
Crown?
didn't buy a
Don't they
Crown.
have a V12 in
Yeah.
them?
Oh, how about one of those Subarus that we don't get over here?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
No.
A Justy.
No, it was a BMW X5.
What? You went all the way to Japan to buy an X5?
Yes.
Why?
Well, I didn't go to Japan. I bought it from a Japanese
Is it
auction.
one of those like?
Has it got 2JZ?
Effectively, yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Effectively. So
Twin turbo, 600 horsepower.
So it's a
X5.
twin turbo straight six.
it's a BMW X5 E70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the last of. It's a 2012.
Twin turbo,
And
6-cylinder.
Yeah, you can't
Petrol.
get them in Europe at all. You
Wow.
can only get them in Japan or America.
Twin
I
turbo
believe.
petrol.
Yeah, and it's a
Oh,
3.5i. It's an N55.
That's actually quite interesting.
So it's the same engine as a 135i, but like a late one. It's a twin turbo straight six, 3 litre.
What power do they make?
About 300 standard.
Is it? And they're ULEZ compliant?
Yes.
How much that?
About 15 grand.
What's the difference in fuel economy between that and the 4.8?
I will tell you once I've driven it. I've driven it onto the trailer and that's it.
What MPG did you get?
One.
Well, you might as well get the 4.8. then.
Yeah. But yeah, so we picked up our first ever Japanese import, which was really exciting.
Congratulations.
Went to the docks to pick it up. That was really fun.
How much did you give for it?
I can't remember.
Really?
It's been so long
Has
since we
it?
bought it.
Has it?
We
Was it-
ordered
was
it
it-
months ago.
Was it 500 quid?
It was not. No.
Okay,
We
so how
paid-
do you know if you can't remember?
We paid quite a lot, but it was it's only done 40,000 miles.
So if
It's
people want
literally brand new.
JDM, sorry, actually no, not JDM. If people want cars importing from Japan that aren't JDM cars, are you the man to come to? No.
Yeah, we can import cars. Yeah,
Yeah, but
'Cause
non JDM. They
yeah,
have,
all JDM.
No,
Can
no,
you
no,
get
they
me
have
an
to be
Ineos
non-
Grenadier?
What, from Japan?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I can get you one. Yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
Can you? Yeah, if you import it over, I'll pay you when it arrives.
All right, yeah, I'll get it ferried over.
Cheers. Next
It's got
week.
nothing to do with the fact that you want me to import it over and then say I'm not paying for it now.
Shit, he's rumbled me.
Oh,
hasn't he? He's
shit.
rumbled me. Maybe I'll just stick with the press people.
But yeah, so we did that. What else have we been up to? Oh yeah, so I bought some tourings. I've been on a touring spree. So I bought a really nice one of 16 ever brought to the UK 335i manual touring E91
Colour?
black
Mhm.
on black.
Mhm.
It's nice.
I'm out.
I've had one or two of them
I
before.
hate black cars. They're just so shit.
That's 'cause you
wrong
never
with a black
wash
car.
anything.
I just like a colour.
It's because you never wash anything. You literally never clean any car.
What are you trying to say? No, you.
Can we just say we were just in his BMW 5 Series F11 that
Yes.
apparently is the
Literally
best car in the world.
yeah.
He loves it so much.
Yeah, I love it.
He's
So
never
When was the last?
cleaned it.
Yeah, he's never cleaned it.
He's never.
No,
you've
I've cleaned
never-
the exterior.
you've
Your question
never
was
done
about
The
the
interior looks like one of those
Yeah.
cars that you've picked up from an auction that
Yeah.
was probably a stolen recovered sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It looks like that on the interior of it.
Well,
Yes.
Maisie was in it yesterday, and I didn't have her blanket, so I was like, just get in there. I was like, oh,
But
You're actually quite
can
muddy.
can I just say,
Yes.
the boot of your car has a dog net.
yes, but I can't put my dog on a dog net.
No, but you have a boot.
Yeah, but then I'll make the carpet dirty, won't I? And that's just foolish.
No.
Or is it more to do with the fact that you carry around a load of shit all
No.
the time in the boot
No.
of your
Boot's
of-
empty and clear.
It's
Oh,
not
is it?
empty.
Is
it?
It
Yeah.
is
Is
not
it?
empty.
Why, Chris, are you looking at me like this?
Chris, check. Chris, check.
The inside of your car is
there's some
vile.
shit in there. There is
Yeah.
some shit in there.
It is grim.
You
Yeah.
literally carry around like I whenever I open up the boot of Alex's
So
car, it
boring.
always has the
Yeah.
exact
So
same shit in
boring.
it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always in there.
But yes, moving on.
Yeah, swiftly.
So I bought it from a really, really nice guy called Matt. Probably actually genuinely one of the nicest people I've ever bought a car from. Lovely, lovely guy. He sold
no,
it.
but you bought a car from me, so that's impossible.
As I was saying, Matt is probably one of the nicest people I've ever bought a car from. He had a motorbike
Ooh.
because he had a bit of an injury. He couldn't really drive a manual. But
Was it stolen?
he had a motorbike.
I'm harbouring stolen goods.
Well,
Actually, no, that's not
We'll get
something to
onto
post.
that.
Yeah, it's Nick though.
So he had an injury. He couldn't really drive a manual car, but he could ride a motorbike. He had a bike and it got stolen from his
Oh,
driveway.
shit.
And it really affected his mental health and he was really upset about it. He decided to sell the BM. He didn't really use it that much anyway. So I bought it from him. I didn't take the piss. I actually gave him good money for it.
Mhm.
And he was absolutely over the moon.
I
And
like the
he-
fact that he has to qualify it now.
Yeah, I have to because everyone thinks I take the piss and absolutely lowball everyone. Not the case. He actually listened to the podcast.
Oh,
He's a
fantastic.
massive fan.
Yeah.
And he's a really, really lovely guy.
Hello, Matthew.
So, yeah, Matt,
I
if
would
you-
have given you an extra £100.
Shut up. Matt, if you're listening to this, thank you again. I really like the 335. Very happy with it. That is one of 16.
Is that the one that we're taking to Thatcham for crash testing?
No, you silly ass. You wouldn't be able to anyway
Why?
because it has got factory radar guided cruise control and lane departure.
Well, duct tape.
right.
That
It's
would
the
disable it.
highest spec E91 I've ever seen in my life.
That's nice.
Taylor, you do realise it's not crashing into the wall by their own power. They are going to be on a sled.
Great.
And you're going to be in the boot.
Yeah.
We got a video coming up with our friends at Thatcham where
Yep.
we're going to be crash testing vehicles. And after this podcast, we are going to be on the sofas searching for cars that we think are going to be very good at crashing at high speed.
Yes, and I've got to be in the boot while they crash.
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Which
we
is
will
just
put
fantastic.
a seatbelt on, but it will be around your neck.
And we'll give them a
Brilliant.
few pillows.
And
apparently
by
a-
pillows, we mean bricks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently a bag of crisps.
A bag of crisps.
Um,
Because you do like your bags of crisps.
And we might give you a few cases of eggs to hold as well.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and a
Great.
knife set as well. We'll give
Oh,
you a really
okay,
good
yeah,
knife
yeah,
set.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we're
yeah.
going to put a lion in the boot with you as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
excellent.
and some petrol as well, because
Oh,
they
petrol.
might run out of petrol on the
Maybe,
side.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
a couple of sticks of dynamite as well.
Yeah,
while we're
And
at
a
it.
lighter.
Yeah, cool.
exactly.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Also, moving on, I also bought another Touring, an E91. It's a one of one,
Yeah.
and it's Japan Red 330i manual.
Japan Red is a great
E91.
colour.
It's lovely. So I'm really excited to get that. I haven't got it yet. I've sold brick.
What?
I've sold brick
Why?
because I have
But
spent.
you are brick, and brick is you.
I have spent so much time and money on brick. I had to draw a line.
So remind everyone, who is brick and what is brick's issue?
So brick is my BMW X5 manual, 3-litre diesel that I've had from day one. From when I started my business until now, he has been there, and I've done a lot of towing with brick. He's done 240,000 miles. He's my high mileage.
How many
hero.
miles have you done in brick?
I got him on 160 odd,
Okay.
so quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done a lot with Brick.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of work to
You've done wheels, bushes, body
Everything.
kit, painted,
full interior.
full interior. Yeah, you've done so much to
Everything.
that car.
And it had an issue with the brakes about a year ago where one of the brake pipes burst. We tried to bleed it up, obviously changed the brake pipes, tried to bleed it up, could never get a proper brake pedal. It's been in and out of multiple garages, multiple mechanics have worked on it. I've done loads of work to it. It's had every single brake component, apart from the actual pedal itself, replaced. Everything.
What if it's the pedal?
It won't be the pedal. But absolutely everything.
Imagine if it's the pedal.
It would be.
It's like Big Pete. It's like, where do you stop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I've stopped. You have stopped.
yeah,
as well.
yeah. And like we have spent so much time on it. I've got a guy called Jack. He's a full-time mechanic who works with me now. He's a great guy, and even he is at the point where he doesn't want to work on it anymore.
Bloody hell.
We've had it on the ramp with the wheels off so many times. I reckon we've put 50 litres of brake fluid through it.
Maybe that's the
Genuinely.
issue. You've overtopped it.
Maybe I have.
Yeah.
But we've tried absolutely everything, and I just had to draw a line.
Oh man, that's very sad.
Which is
How
really
do you
sad.
feel about letting go of Brick?
I do feel really sad about it, but I have also lost a bit of love for him because of
that's
this.
fair. That's fair.
But he's going to a good home. A chap called Joe from my Instagram has put a deposit on him. So
Okay,
I'll be
nice.
delivering him over the weekend or next week.
Where does Joe live? Are you going to get to see Brick again?
Yeah, hopefully. Joe lives in like Norwich way, I think. So it's not terribly far from me.
Okay.
And I believe he's coming to Shedfest. I don't think he'll be bringing Brick, but he will be going to Shedfest.
He
so-
will, but he won't be stopping.
He'll just float past it with no brakes. But yeah, so that's really sad. But on a positive note, I have bought a replacement vehicle.
Is
Go
it
on.
something sensible?
And
Good
there's-
fuel
obviously
economy?
not.
No. Okay.
So there's a funny story to how I bought it. So we've obviously just been to the Nürburgring.
yeah.
And we went in a Porsche Cayenne.
Spoiler alert.
Am I not allowed to say that?
It's all right. No,
Well,
no one listens to the podcast. Oh no, wait, it's number one, isn't it? I checked it. Is it?
Is it? Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
it is,
know.
it is, yeah, I checked.
Well, to everyone listening, we went to the Nürburgring in a Porsche Cayenne, and I love Porsche Cayennes. Absolutely adore them. Best SUV I've ever driven.
Mhm.
Genuinely.
And
Absolutely love
fantastic
them.
towing.
Fantastic tow cars, but they're shit on fuel.
Yes.
There's no beating around the bush. The only thing that's bad about them is that they are rubbish on fuel.
Yeah.
Obviously, I bought your old one off of you.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it.
4.5 V8 manual. Yeah.
I actually regret selling it, but it was brilliant. The only thing I ever had to do was service it. It was really reliable. It was great.
and
and
you
put
put
an
a valved
exhaust on it,
exhaust.
yeah.
God, that sounded the bollocks, that car.
It was really good. It was, yeah, the exhaust was blown a bit, but I loved it. So we went in the Cayenne, and I thought, I want to buy another Cayenne.
Mm.
So I was looking online, and I found a Porsche Cayenne for sale on Facebook Marketplace, and I messaged the guy, and he messaged me back, and we did a bit of negotiating, and I agreed a price.
Yeah.
And then I asked Lewis, recovery guy, Bigfoot Transport, to go and collect it for me while we were away.
Yeah.
Now, he got there and looked around the car and then phoned me to pay for it. And he phoned me while we were going around the Nürburgring in the Porsche Cayenne.
On the
Didn't you?
GP
Yeah,
circuit,
I've got a
yeah.
little video clip.
You
of
got a
it.
little
Yeah. Crying
clip,
out
yeah,
loud.
didn't you, Rory? So I was like, right, okay. I was asking him questions like, while we were going around the ring.
Are we
Obviously,
going to insert clip for the YouTube episode of this?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the audio listeners, but it will be now.
Rory, I've just bought a Cayenne Turbo while in a Cayenne doing a lap of the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit.
I think you're the only person who'll buy a car while going, oh, fuck,
Oh,
now
yeah.
I nearly lost the camera.
Oh my God, swing it in, Juicy, get it in there, Apex. Oh, it's on. Oh, fucking hell. But yeah, so we were going, obviously I was a passenger. We were going flat out around the track. I was asking him questions and I sent the payment. I was looking at my phone while Juicy was driving this Cayenne. And I sent the payment while we were on the Nürburgring, and I looked up and I had such bad motion sickness. I felt terrible. So anyway, I bought it, but it's not just any Cayenne.
Okay.
It is a Porsche Cayenne Turbo.
So it's not even a 3.2 V6.
No.
You've gone big balls.
So it's
full-
even less fuel.
Wow.
Apparently on the motorway, they're slightly better than the NAs.
What?
Yeah. Apparently you'll expect 25 to 30 maybe
What?
30 mpg on the motorway.
No,
if
no.
that's true, I'm buying one.
We spoke to Ben. Was it Ben, the guy that came to the Piston Klaus with us?
Yes.
Yeah, and
yes.
he's got a turbo. Tom,
Yep.
sorry, yeah, he's got a turbo, and he said he got 30 miles to the gallon on a motor.
No. He said he once got 30, but he said he's never been able to do it again. And he says on
that's 'cause it's
average
been
he gets
broken.
22, 23.
Which
Yeah.
is more than I ever got in my manual 4.5
manual.
V8 non-turbo.
That was 18 miles to the gallon everywhere. But
But you do drive like a dickhead, though. So
I do not know. Even when I was trying to hypermile, it just wasn't. I
Yeah.
would never see more than 20.
sorry, have you got your speed awareness course come through yet? Or?
No, I'm still waiting for it.
Good Lord. But yeah, so it is. I think I got the cheapest one. What I spoke to my mate Jack. He reckons I bought the cheapest running and driving one in the world.
In the world.
In the world, it was
Bloody
a
hell.
bargain.
How much you pay for that?
£1,900.
What's wrong with it?
Needs a prop shaft donut, a couple of tires,
Have you seen it yet?
and an exhaust. No, I've
That's
seen pictures.
very
of it.
cheap. Actually. Very cheap. Because Tom, his YouTube channel is. Oh, shit. Wait, I'm gonna have to find it. Anyway, he bought one because he was going to buy my manual Cayenne.
Yes.
And then
I
that
bought
went
it 'cause
south
it needed
because
work.
it needed loads of work. And I said to Tom, look, I don't feel comfortable.
Mm.
And then he went out and bought a turbo for, it was close to £10,000.
Okay.
And he's had to spend, I think, about £8,000 fixing it.
Mm.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
What?
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I mean, £18,000, there is a threshold. £90,000, however, you're just an idiot.
You're off your trolley.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm super, super excited to get it. Hopefully I'll get it towards the end of the week because it's currently at Rich's Fabrications having an exhaust done because that also has an exhaust blow. Just every Cayenne ever.
Every single one ever.
Including the one that we recently took.
which had an
Yeah.
exhaust blow. So that's going to be done. And lastly, on the car buying front, my E46 that I turned up in today,
Oh, that's quite nice. I do quite like that.
which I really, really like. It's a Sienna Red E46 Touring with a full AC Schnitzer body kit and Racing Dynamics wheels. And it is just, I just love being back in an E46.
That Sienna Red is a great colour.
It's
Really
amazing.
nice colour.
Yeah,
And you've
yeah.
got a plan for it, haven't you?
I have got a plan for it. I think we might be popping another engine in it.
Yeah.
So before we talk about that, it's Tom Project 40 Cars. I knew there was
That's
a
it.
number
Yeah,
in there.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was why. So yeah.
But
Go
yeah,
on.
I think we might pop another engine.
Why are we doing that?
Well, because you've got your M3 Touring Barney, which is going to be ready soon.
Soon to be, which is actually being worked on now by our
Yes.
friend Ty.
Yes, it's in the body shop.
Yeah.
You've got your supercharged 330i manual, Rory, haven't you?
Yeah,
which is
being
going to
worked on by Bruno.
yeah, which is being worked on by Bruno, which is going to be probably slightly more powerful than the M3 Touring, isn't it?
So I spoke to Bruno.
Oh, here we go. Yes. This is good news.
I didn't want to say. He thinks it might only be making 300
Oh,
to 310 horsepower.
So what was it making when we rolled it out of here?
He didn't want to test it.
Oh,
It was running so rich.
It was running so rich, and it was also running with occasionally at idle, the oil pressure light would come on.
yes.
So he just didn't want to test it because he said, in his words, he would have kicked himself if the
Yeah.
engine had blown up
He would have
while
blown
dialing
up
it beforehand.
Yeah, he would have blown up the engine.
So we only know what it was running stock. We have that figure, which I think was like 237. So it was healthy
Yeah.
stock
Mhm.
numbers. But yeah, it might only be 300, 310.
Okay, so yours is going to be 300, 310.
Yeah.
Yours is going to be about 340.
No, it's going to be 500,000.
Right.
It's
Yours is going to be about 340.
340, yeah.
So I'm thinking I need to put an engine in
An
mine
engine, yeah.
around the 300 brake mark.
Yeah.
And then we're all fair, but we've all got different configurations.
Mhm.
And then maybe we do some testing and do some road
Okay.
trips and have some fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
If my car is slower
You'll be
than
feeling-
either of yours, it's going in the bin. And I'm selling it for 1,500 quid. I don't care that I will probably have spent £50,000 on this project. 1,500 quid. First one who contacts me buys it. If it's slower than either of these two.
Either.
cars. Either. I don't care. Either.
If
Either.
it's slower than either of ours,
Yeah.
you have to take the
Mhm.
carbon air box off and pop it in the bin.
Oh, it's not even on there.
But when it is on, you have to take it off and pop it in the bin.
Okay.
You have to put a supercharger on it.
Okay. And a turbo.
And a
I
turbo.
want a TSI in my engine.
Oh, go on, actually. Yeah, let's do that.
What?
If your car is slower, Yeah, you have
When you say slower, do we mean on track or in a straight line?
in any of the tests.
Any of the tests.
Any of the tests.
So even if you beat us on track, if it's
Look,
slower in a
he
straight
should have.
line,
He's
But
going to
where-
have better brakes,
Where
better
are we going to
suspension.
find out if it's faster top speed?
well, then we need to find
The
a
M40.
runway. The M40.
No, you're not safe on the M40, as I found out.
True, yeah. The Nürburgring. We'll have to Autobahn.
It will have to be
No,
the Autobahn.
I'm not going on the Autobahn
Why?
again because blowy uppy.
I did 145 in my 993.
Did you?
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
Well, I saw 150 on the dials.
What, on the M40? Blimey.
No, on the actual Autobahn on the
Oh.
way back.
Who was pulling away from who? Or were you?
There was. I think we kind of went at different times, but I remember the TDC guys were in the 996, and we were pretty much level pegging. And then I think Will backed off, and he was still in the fast lane. I was like, "Get out of the way!" And I had to actually flash him to get out of the way. And I just carried on to 145 and then slowed down.
Did
and
it
then
feel stable?
It felt really good. Yeah, it felt really good. Yeah.
So it's funny because I was in Big Pete driving, and then these two were like, we were talking on the way there. We were saying, "Not do a top speed run," and I think Edwin especially didn't really want to do one in the 996. I mean, the weather wasn't great on the way there, and then on the way back, I was like, going, "Hey guys, just to let you know, we've hit the Autobahn." And then I got a radio message from Edwin going, it sounded like he was about to say, "No, we're not." And then next thing you know, Alex has launched it past me. And then I've just seen the 996 then go straight in behind him as well.
Oh, that
But no,
is funny.
I love the 993. It served me so well.
Yeah.
Drove it on the GP track, bounced it off the limiter. I had Misha next to me. You'll see all of this on the V2 channel.
Yep.
But yeah,
tomorrow.
It was
Today.
Today.
Today
Wednesday?
for audio listeners.
Yeah, but yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I love that car. It's so good.
It
It's
is
so good.
awesome.
Yeah.
And it just looks amazing all the time. It's such a cool
I think
car.
I've bought a wing. I actually need to get back to the wing, man.
Oh, the Wingman.
Yeah, I'm going to get a GT2 wing on it.
That would be awesome.
That'll
You just need to
painted
get
up.
some wheels. You desperately need some wheels on that car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting for rims carnated. Rims carnated. We've been chatting, and hopefully they're gonna sort me out.
Are they sorting out the Tesla as well?
No, that's not them. That's DGT Wheels. Oh, Jamie from DGT Wheels. I need a message back. I need to call him.
Yeah.
There's just so much to do.
And it
Just
also
so much.
update.
Yeah, go on.
I went to Bicester Heritage
Bicester.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
Was that day before yesterday. I love Bicester Heritage. I try and go to every single one of their events. It was the Sunday Scramble.
Was Jamiroquai there?
And so I'll get on to that.
Sorry.
So loads of celebrities go, right? So Chris Harris was there.
Sorry, something smells of burning. Have you just burnt your sandwich? Huh?
What is that? That is cremated. That's not burnt.
You didn't clean the foreman, did you?
Oh my
Jesus
goodness.
Christ, Chris is a maniac.
But yes, loads of celebrities go. So Chris Harris was there. Mike Brewer was there. That chap called Paul. I can never remember his surname.
Cowland.
Paul Cowland
Tall
was there.
Paul. Tall Paul Cowland.
Tall Paul was there. Anyway, it's an amazing event. I love going there. The tickets are really hard to get because they always sell out really quickly. But there's some incredible cars. Loads and loads of people go, and it's an amazing venue.
How many people are there and how many cars roughly? Is it like a big event?
Yeah, it's big. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'd say probably 10,000.
No shit.
Yeah. It's a lot.
And is the George Foreman still on? No. You've really fucked
It
up
does
this unit, Chris.
smell in here. So yeah,
And how often do they do that?
it's like once every 3 months or so, 2 or 3 months.
Chris, we need to do Shedfest once every 3 months.
Yeah, once every 3 months.
Bicester
Chris.
Heritage. Done? Okay.
Done. All right. Yeah.
Brilliant.
There we go.
do.
Shedfest will be in August.
Can't make August.
Uh,
Might be busy. Might be busy. We'll do it at night. We'll do it from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. and then I should be all right.
Oh my god.
What?
Well, they'll all be
because
sleeping.
things doesn't happen at night.
Things
Things doesn't happen.
Things
at night.
doesn't happen at night, Rory.
So yeah, we went down to Bicester Heritage. I went with Luke in my 540i E39,
Yeah.
which I love. And we turned up, and I was driving through because I've got a Scamblers member. I'm a Scamblers member, so
What, a
Scramblers
A
member.
Luke
sorry.
Scamblers, man.
And yeah, and I get like
You like Luke Scambler's member?
yeah. I'm a member of Luke's Gambling.
Are you?
Yes.
His member?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway, I'm a member, so I get like priority parking in like the main bit.
Yeah.
So I drove in and Robert Denton was there.
Oh,
and
Robert Denton.
I'm driving in.
The original hype man.
Yeah. I was driving in and I saw him there and I had my window down and I just pulled off to the side a little bit and I said, "Oh, you're all right, Robert, blah, blah." He was like, yeah, not bad. He said, "This is my mate, Jay." I said, "Oh, hello, Jay." All right, shook his hand and he was like, "Oh, it's a lovely 540 you got here. Really like the colour of the interior." He loved the aubergine leather. And we were chatting and he said, "Oh, I've just got an M6, like E24.
Yeah.
And we were chatting about his M6 and I said, "Oh, I absolutely love them to bits and I'm really passionate about
so
them."
you
and all
said
that.
Jay.
Yeah.
Jay.
And then, right, and I was like, I kind of recognise this guy.
Was he an
really
older
nice
gentleman?
guy. Yeah. Really nice guy, whatever, blah, blah. They're just chatting about cars. Like,
Yeah.
we were both passionate about cars. Luke then gets out the car, and then another chap comes along, and I was chatting to him. And then Luke gets back in the car, and he looked at me, and he went, "You do realise who that was, don't you?" And I went, "I think so, yeah." He went, "That was JK Jamiroquai."
Wow.
And I was like, "Oh shit, it was." And Luke got out to get a picture with him.
Wow. Do you reckon, though, when you finish your conversation with Jamiroquai and Jamiroquai walked off, do you reckon his mate came up to JK and said, "You do know who that was?"
I don't know.
Imagine
About
if,
you.
Can you imagine?
Imagine if there was a moment where Taylor and JK are both standing there and then someone walks up and goes, "All right, mate, could I have a photo with you?" And then Taylor goes, "Oh, yeah, sure." And they're like, "No, not you, JK."
or the other way round. That would literally ruin his career,
Oh,
wouldn't
that
it?
would,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, look, there he is. He was wearing a hat, chatting to me.
He was wearing a hat, yeah,
540i.
yeah.
But genuinely, really nice bloke.
Fantastic.
Really, really nice guy, JK.
Claim to fame. He went to my school.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I never met him. Yeah,
What
and
a
Chris.
small
We went
world.
to the same school, St. Benedict's.
Yeah.
You met him? How? In a park. He was with your sister. Prison Steve. Prison Steve was with us. We were smoking. Okay.
Were you smoking the doobie? No. Oh, no.
It's okay, Chris. By the time this goes out, you'll only have one day left at your very well paid. He was smoking the doobie. Come here, Chris. Come here. Come to the back where you were.
You were smoking a doobie.
Rory, when is this going out?
Tomorrow.
But it's okay because you literally have one day left of work. No. Chris, you were a child at the time. You were a child at the time.
No. Hypothetically, he was doing it.
Oh, shit.
So you were.
Fine, fuck it. So I was in a park with our friend Steve, our mutual friend, who's now unfortunately known as Prison Steve.
Is that because
Should we shouldn't divulge why.
But is he in prison?
Yeah, he's in prison.
Okay, there we go. That's why he's called Prison Steve.
So if anyone's listening in Wormwood Scrubs, be nice to our mate Steve. And then Jamiroquai.
This has taken such a turn, hasn't it?
Yeah, so we were in quite a big group, and then Jamiroquai turned up in his Ferrari to pick up
Which park were you in?
a Haven Green outside Eden Broadway Station. Oh. Yeah, and he came up to pick up this person who turned out apparently to be his sister. But I don't know if it was true.
This has taken a turn. What has just happened?
Chris, you've only got one day left of actual work.
Oh, I went to Paris.
What?
I went to Paris.
Oh, was this before our Nürburgring trip?
Yeah, before our Nürburgring trip, I went with some of my best mates, Cal, Lee, and Henry, and we had a really, really good trip to Paris. I've been wanting to go on a road trip in my 540i for a while. We all jumped in my 540, stuck all of our luggage in the back, and drove to Paris, and we had an amazing time. It was really, really good, and it was 27 degrees.
No.
That's why estates are the best.
Oh,
You
I
can't
love
do that
estate.
with them.
Yeah.
They're just best.
And it was so good as well. We all jumped in it, put all of our stuff in the back, floated all the way to Paris, really comfortable. It was fast. And you know when you drive into Paris, right, you're coming up to it and you drive through those tunnels that go under the airport.
I was literally just about to say.
I've got a valved exhaust.
Yeah.
You do have a valved exhaust.
Did
Was
that-
it quite noisy?
Did that valve happen to open while you were on the ferry as well?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it
shit.
did, yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud.
It did, yeah. And I was absolutely, I'm not even going to lie, I was absolutely flat through all the tunnels, valve open. Oh, it was brilliant. What a car.
Did you pay the Paris ULEZ charge?
I was about to ask the same question.
I don't need to, it's petrol.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, no, I don't need to.
Why did we pay the ULEZ in Edith?
Yeah.
Because I certainly didn't. Did you?
Oh, I thought you did it.
Oh, I thought Taylor did it. No, we're joking. Taylor never does anything.
Shut up.
Shut up.
But yeah, so I went to Paris and it was really, really great. Really, really enjoyed
Cool.
it.
Fantastic.
Very good fun.
That's very nice.
So yeah, I think that's pretty
Thanks
much
for the invite,
me
by the way.
up to date. Oh, you weren't invited. You're my stressful friend.
Shut your
I
mouth.
wanted a time of stress-free living.
Really?
I needed some time away. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I needed a break. I just can't cope with you not all the time.
Is that why you've gone grey?
It was actually quite nice to go on a road trip without you lot for once. Because as much as we have fun, fuck me, are you lot stressful?
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Especially him.
Oh, Rory's very
He stresses
stressful.
me
Yeah,
out.
he's-
No, you stress me out.
How dare you? You make
You-
stressful situations out of nothing.
Right, you pair of stressful stress pots. Shut your mouths. We're going to move this podcast on. How long have we been chatting for?
God, too long. 56 minutes.
Oh, for crying out loud. Taylor, you need to stop stressing us out with your tall stories.
Right.
Anyway, we have got a message from a man called Luke Howard because he emailed in at...
podcast@autoalexcars.com.
He's lost his edge, hasn't he?
We haven't.
Yeah,
That
it's
took a
been
while.
slow.
That took a while.
We didn't shout that out once in the last podcast.
Or the one before, or the one before that.
Really?
Yeah.
God.
Oh.
We're
What's
not-
it called?
podcast@autoalexcars.com.
That's a
Yes.
bit better.
Email us with your stories, your requests, your shout outs, whatever you want to get off your chest. Email us. And the chances are, I'll probably read it out because I have no filter.
Fair.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is quite accurate.
Yeah, so make it filthy. No, don't. No. You all right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
God, you stress me out. So we've got an email from Luke Howard, and the title says, Favorite Automotive Misfits? And Luke says, on to my question for the podcast. As a fan of cars that you don't see every day, I really enjoyed the Automotive Misfit series that you had on Car Throttle, highlighting cars that are either less thought about or have some exaggerated stories. Oh, sorry. Exaggerated stories about their unreliability. It's just got to come out sometimes, doesn't it?
You are old, to be
I
fair.
am
I'm
old,
surprised you haven't popped a couple of Rennies down there.
Are there any other cars that you guys like that either most people don't know about or you feel have an unfair bad reputation? Personally, I'm a big fan of the Subaru SVX, though I'm honestly not too sure why. Keep up the great content. I'm looking forward to Shedfest in a few weeks. Cheers, Luke Howard. Cheers.
Cheers.
So, Automotive Misfits, what are some cars that you can think of that are unloved or have got a bad reputation that you think we should be shining a spotlight on?
Well, I know one that you really like was a Fiat Multipla.
Oh, I love a Fiat Multipla.
Mm.
That's a perfect crew car.
no, it is not.
It could be.
no,
It
no,
could be.
no.
Could you imagine?
If we engine swapped it and we just beefed it up,
And then change the whole body, then
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
we could put a Multipla body on a Discovery chassis.
That's like the worst of the worst. Why
yeah,
would you
got
do
all
that?
the running gear of a Discovery 3 and then the body of
Sorry,
a Multipla.
we'll do it the other way round. Discovery 3 body on a Multipla chassis.
would-
There we go.
Mhm.
Now we're talking?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like
We
that.
good now?
I like that. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. I do like a Multipla. I've driven 3 Multiplas in my life, and every time it was fantastic.
Mm.
Driven them on track, driven one that was on air ride.
Why do you like them so much? What do you like about them?
I just like that they're so ugly and quite shit, but I love the JTD 1.9 diesel engine. They're fantastic. And I just love just chugging about in something that looks like an ugly frog.
Mm.
It's just funny.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those cars you don't really respect that much.
Yeah.
So it's just a good A to B daily driver.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's me,
Mm.
Multipla.
What about you, Rory?
Have you been listening in the last 3
Yeah,
minutes?
yeah. I was trying to think of something that I don't really have.
Why don't you say R34 Skyline GTR?
Because it's not really an automotive misfit.
But they are a bit shit.
Oh,
They're-
okay. You are.
They're
you
not
are.
shit, but
They
they
are a
are
bit shit.
overrated.
Yeah, oh, massive. Just like the S2000, they're also quite shit.
That's not true. I actually really like an S2000.
Get an MX-5, they're better.
Really good.
Yeah.
No,
MX-5's rock. I personally, I've got one, but I've never actually driven one. But I've always wanted one.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like them, but not a lot of other people like them.
Yeah.
Which is a Proton Jumbuck.
Is that the Pickup truck.
It's sort of based on like Evo 4, Evo 5.
Yeah. So that's like a hot version of a Skoda Felicia.
It's not hot. They're slow,
That's not hot.
but you can Evo convert them.
Okay.
People 4-wheel drive and 2-litre turbo swap them.
Why don't you do that and I'll get a Skoda Felicia and I'll put a VRS engine in it.
Because mine will be faster.
Challenge accepted.
VR6s sound good, but they're not actually that fast.
That's true.
But yeah, I really like a Proton jump buck.
Yeah.
I think they're really cool.
Rory, over to you.
Well, my one you two hate, which would probably be a Triumph Spitfire.
Oh, God, that's so shit.
I don't hate the Spitfire.
I just think you cannot get a better starter classic 2-seater convertible.
What about an MGB?
For it's not. They're not the same price,
They're cheaper.
are they?
I think so, yeah.
No, but then they don't look as good though as a Triumph Spitfire.
No, the Spitfire does look better, I'll give you that.
Yeah, the Spitfire, although it's hated by a lot of people, I think it is such a good starter car to get into like that classic car world.
I don't hate them. I just prefer an MG Midget.
What'd you call
No,
them?
but they don't look as good either.
I disagree.
No,
I prefer the look of
a
a
midget
midget.
does not look as good.
No, I think they do. I like the flat front.
Also, what sounds better when you're like, oh, what do you drive? A midget or a Spitfire?
I'll give you that.
But then you're really clutching at straws if the name is the only redeeming feature.
No, because the whole point is it's got a really nice line to it.
Yeah.
It's got that sort of Porsche style front where you got the
Porsche?
Yeah, look at the bonnet on it.
Porsche?
It's got a sloping bonnet with 2 headlamps singled like domed over the thing. It's I think they're a good looking car.
What do we think of the Subaru SVX?
I appreciate them. I have no desire to own one.
I don't really know much about them. They're quite interesting. 2-door coupe, front engined.
Haven't they got like
Four-wheel
funny doors
drive.
or something?
Yeah, they got
funny
some
doors.
weird funny doors. Ha ha ha! Funny doors.
But yeah, I appreciate them. And whenever I see one, I think, oh, that's quite cool. But I have literally no desire to buy one.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Interesting. What about any like Alphas? Are there any underrated Alphas that we like?
Alphas are always quite highly rated, even if they're shit. That's the thing. People still like Alphas. It's the whole, it's an
Mito.
Alpha. No, Mitos are just shit.
Mitos are shit.
Yeah, but none of us like Mitos,
No.
really.
They are
They're
shit.
just a bit shit.
Would you say? Because a Land Rover Defender Classic is
For
loved.
crying out
It's
loud, you're
loved
so
by many,
boring.
but it's also seen as quite shit by. a lot of people.
I don't think a Defender is a misfit.
No.
When you say a misfit, I'm talking like shit, like a Proton savvy shit, like like something that is
a
just
Vauxhall Omega.
an Austin Princess.
Oh,
Nissan Sunny.
Mm,
Fantastic vehicle.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've actually just bought a misfit.
Oh, for crying out
Oh,
loud.
you have,
No,
haven't you?
haven't.
Yeah.
I have just bought
What
one. I
have
only
you
revealed
done?
it to Alex and Rory today. And I'm genuinely quite excited about it because I want to buy it and see how bad it actually is. Because I don't think it can be that bad.
Put us out of our misery, Taylor.
It's a 1300, I'll have you know. It's an Austin Allegro.
Oh, for crying out loud. What colour?
It's sort of cream.
Oh, my God.
is it cream and brown by any
I don't
chance?
know. I haven't seen into it. I've not picked it up
No.
yet.
I'm talking about the exterior.
It's probably got hints of brown here and there.
How much have you given for an Allegro?
£550.
That's too much.
That's £500 too much, isn't it?
But I genuinely, so my plan is, right,
Yeah.
it's been off the road for a little while. Just a little while.
How long's a little while?
A little while.
Go on.
It's been off the road since 1991.
Jesus.
And
When were you born?
1994.
and it still runs.
It runs, yeah. It genuinely, fire comes out of the exhaust, but it runs.
Has it been K24 swap?
No, just the exhaust is on fire.
Doesn't
whenever
Johnny
it
Smith
starts.
have an Allegro?
He is, and he's like K-swapping it or something.
Yeah.
So I want to get it running and through an MOT so that it can be driven on the road. And then I want us to go out for a picnic in it.
A brown picnic.
So us three
Yeah.
will go out for a day in my Austin Allegro and we'll see how bad it actually
Shall
is.
we try and have the world's most boring day?
No, we'll have the most fun
No,
day.
but we could go to like the most boring place in the UK.
What,
Where
like
is
the garden centre?
Well, no, where's more boring? What's the most boring place in the UK?
I don't want to drive an Allegro.
No, I don't. We'll
I'm
have
all
to
up for
trailer
having
it.
a laugh, Rory.
Yeah.
The
but
Chelsea Flower Show.
No, I'd quite enjoy that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Because you just go there and get pissed.
Um,
and then drive your Allegro back.
Email us in at
podcast at autoalexcars.com.
and tell us where the UK's most boring place is, and we'll take the world's most boring car there.
You know where we could go?
Where?
What?
We could go to Jaywick.
Oh my God, I'm not going to Jaywick.
We could go to Jaywick. Go to the seaside for the day.
And then we could paint something on a wall and then watch it.
Yeah. And then we'll come home.
Do you know about Jaywick?
No.
It's the in inverted commas, the UK's most deprived town.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
I've been to Jaywick. It's quite nice.
Would
Are you
say
going to drive home to Jaywick after this?
No.
Is Jaywick worse than Blackpool?
Yes.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah.
But does it
Yes.
look worse than Blackpool?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Visually, it's worse. I don't know if it's actually worse.
Mm.
Because Blackpool's bigger
Mm.
than Jaywick's quite small, isn't it?
Yes.
It's just a little
Yes.
town.
Yeah.
But yeah. So,
Okay,
yeah,
we'll take your Allegro to Jaywick
Mm.
and then just hope it gets nicked.
Yeah. And then we get the chain home.
We will get the train home.
So yeah,
Oh, Christ.
that's my little misfit.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll move it on because we got 20 questions to play. And Rory, you were Billy Big Bollocks this morning. And
Oh
you were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, you're not going to get it. I will bet my Jaguar XJ on the fact that you won't get it. You said that, didn't you?
Yep.
All right. Shake on it. If we get it, I get you a car. Don't be a pussy.
What do I get?
Satisfaction.
No. There needs to be something in return.
You get to keep your job.
Nope.
You don't want your job.
No, it's not worth it.
What can I? I'll get your stolen motorbike.
Huh?
If we get it, I'll get your stolen motorbike. It's stolen. It's going to be stolen by the police anyway at some point.
Well, yeah. So just as a clarification on that, we are in the process of talking to police and insurance companies at the moment, and finding out what they want to do with the bike, because there seems to be a bit of confusion between what they actually want to do.
But it's definitely nicked.
Well, yeah, but we now need to find who wants to actually come pick it up.
Well, I'll buy it off you. How much do you want for it?
It's $2,000.
What, you trying to sell me stolen goods? That's on camera. I'm an undercover police officer. This has been a ruse.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
man!
you're going to jail.
All right, come on. Anyway, so let's start.
Okay. Right, we've got to think outside the box, Taylor.
Yeah. Is it European?
No,
Oh. Is it American?
Shut my turn, you silly bitch. Is it American?
no,
That's two.
Is it Asian?
yes,
Mm.
Would we find it on UK streets today?
not that I know of.
Mm.
So that would mean that it's never been on UK streets.
Mm.
That would be a fair assumption.
Unless it's old and there's none left. Is it old, pre-2000s?
No,
Mm. So it's not that old.
Is it a sports car?
no,
We need to get to manufacturers now.
What we know that it's Asian.
Yeah.
We don't know that it's
We don't know if it's Japanese.
Is India in Asia? It's not, is it?
Is it?
Chris,
do you want to ask that as one of your questions?
is India in Asia? It is.
Go on.
Is it Indian?
No,
Oh. Is it Japanese?
no,
Is it Malaysian?
no.
Mm. Is it Vietnamese?
Yes.
Is it a VinFast?
Yes.
I'm out.
Shit, what VinFasts did they do?
Oh my God, you got to VinFast. Surely that gets points.
He's not going to get it.
It's just a load of numbers at this point. It's like a V9000 or something. Because VinFast are just like all V91345.
Well, then we'll just say some numbers.
So
Is
it's-
it a VinFast V2000?
No.
Mm. Shit.
Is it a saloon car?
No.
Is it a hatchback?
No.
Does it have 4 seats?
Yes. Well, it's got more.
Okay. It's a van. It's a minibus. What minibuses did you get on?
Vin.
Yeah, I bet you had to Google this as well, didn't you?
No, I knew
So
this.
you remember this?
Yeah.
Is it a VinFast fun carry?
Taylor, get
What?
off your fucking phone.
Is it a VinFast fun carry?
No.
Oh, I'm just making up
Taylor?
names now.
I'm just checking. the
Taylor,
time.
this doesn't count. All right, Taylor's on his phone Googling
No,
right
I'm
now.
not Googling it.
You're Googling. Taylor, you're Googling.
I'm just trying to
All right, I win. There's cheating.
No.
There's cheating
He's
going
on Instagram. No,
There's
he's on
cheating going
Instagram.
on.
He's on Instagram. Have you got a question?
Is it a VF8?
No. Oh, it's amazing that you seem to have worked out the naming configuration.
Is it a VinFast V89?
No.
Oh,
It's a
VF.
VinFast van.
Yes. Is it a VinFast van?
No.
Is it a VinFast minivan?
No. There you go, you're done.
Is it a bus?
No, it's the VinFast VF9.
You said
I
VF9.
said VF8.
Oh,
Which is VinFast's latest 7-seater SUV.
Is it? Let's have a look at the picture. Could this be a good crew car? Could we go there? Oh, that's quite
We
tasty,
could go
actually.
to Vietnam.
Could we go to Vietnam? Can we drive it back? It's only $81,000.
So, did you know, and this is where...
It's electric.
yeah.
I'm out.
But
But
who do you think it was styled by?
Me. Chris Bangle.
Chris Bangle.
No.
Um,
Famous, very famous.
Jamiroquai.
No,
thingy,
Coach builders.
Zagato?
No.
Oh.
They've done a lot of...
Pininfarina?
Yes.
Really?
Styled
Let's have
by
another look at
Pininfarina.
it. Oh.
Do you know what? VinFast are actually really nice. When we went to Vietnam, we really liked them, didn't we, Rory?
Yeah, they just look like really good quality cars. Like we were looking at them going like, so you can get up to, so bearing in mind this is a 7-seater SUV.
Electric.
You can get 330 miles on a charge.
That's
Wow.
what they say.
It's got
That's what they say.
it's got lots of tech. It's 87,000 for the extended range version dollars.
Rory,
Should we go there? Should we try and
Look at the
blag
back of it.
That's all right, isn't it?
Rory, I've found an issue with that car.
What?
Do you remember when we went to Vietnam looking at the electric grid in Vietnam?
Yep.
And you fancy charging that?
So the electric grid in Vietnam is
Imagine 1 million sets of shoelaces tied together.
yeah, it's bad there.
Tied together
It
at the
is
top
bad.
of a lamppost.
Yeah.
So were you there when we were speaking to them? And we asked, why does their electricity
Yeah.
look like this? And they said it's because
They nick it.
because no one pays for it.
Yeah, they nick it.
And then basically the way the electricity grid works, they charge businesses who have to take it, who can't nick it,
Yeah.
lots of money to cover everyone who nicks it.
Jeez,
Yeah.
wow.
And people like just
But, it's
run a
like-
wire into a shop that pays for it.
but equally, the people who own the businesses, they're also nicking it for their private homes. So
Yeah.
it swings and roundabouts.
No, but they won't do it for you like a local business. It will be they'll charge then a big skyscraper building, lots of electricity money.
Well, if you've got a skyscraper, you can afford it.
Yeah.
But apparently, electricity in Vietnam costs the government every year.
Does it?
They
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
make any money at all.
Oh.
Because it's a mess.
Yes,
It's a mess.
it is carnage.
But that's why, and the leading Vietnamese car
Sorry, what?
manufacturer, Vietnamese
So,
Vietnamese,
so
Vietnamese.
Vietnamese, but they're all electric.
interesting.
Yeah,
Okay, good luck with that.
I can't imagine a fast charger in the middle of Vietnam.
not at all.
Underneath the waterfall, you just
Yeah.
got to go plug it in. Right, let's move this on because we've got a question from Sam Dixon who said, "What should I do?" And it says, "Hi guys, I hope this email finds you well. I currently drive a Fiesta ST170 Mark 7, which is a typical car for a 23-year-old. Yeah, because you financed it. Every time I listen to the podcast or see a post from TaylorMade Cars, the same question floods my mind. Why is Taylor the most stressful friend that you got?
Shut up.
Should I sell the newer, more reliable Fiesta and go for an older, more luxurious car such as a 335i or 5 Series. I've accepted an L322 Range Rover would be a disaster to my bank account. However, this is an itch I would like to scratch. Would love to hear your thoughts. Also, loving the podcast. All the best. Sam. Okay, so his question: should he sack off the Mark 7 Fiesta that he's probably financed and actually buy a car outright, which is going to be older, more luxurious, and probably just cooler?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I'm going to go with yes. Go on, Rory. Boring, Rory.
No.
Boring.
I can just say, with my expertise of doing exactly that, don't.
What? Don't buy an interesting older car?
Yeah, because it will just bankrupt you.
No. But he's not you.
What do you mean not me?
He's not going to buy shit.
Yeah, but Rory,
cars.
your idea of an interesting older car was a bloody Maserati Quattroporte
Yeah.
Yes.
and a Jaguar XF. No wonder you got bankrupted.
Also, you started with an Insignia, so you literally have no reason to talk while the adults
No,
are
I
talking
started with
here.
a Fiesta, actually.
Did you? And
Yeah. Then I traded it for an Insignia.
God, you'll never learn.
Speaking of the Mark 7 Fiesta,
Yes.
I met a chap on Sunday who apparently nearly killed you.
He killed me.
Nearly killed you, yeah.
Okay. I have a feeling. Was it on the way to Cafe in a Machine?
No.
Okay.
Do you remember back in about 2012, 2013,
When I was a youngster, a wee lad.
no, you were about 40 back then.
Were they in Norway?
No. Do you remember back in 2012, 2013? I think his name was Dave. I can't remember. He was Irish.
Dave.
When the Ford Fiesta Mark 7 ST, they had their press release in the south of France,
Press
and you were a passenger in a Mark 7 Fiesta ST, and Dave accidentally drove through a stop sign and nearly got wiped out by a car, and you were in the passenger seat.
Do I remember that? That does kind of ring a bell. So is David a car journalist?
Yes.
What's his surname?
I can't remember. I can't remember his name.
Okay. Is he young, old?
I'd say about your age, yeah.
So he's fucking old.
You're really old,
Yeah. I'm surprised he's
That's
still
why he's
alive.
so old he can't remember this.
Yeah. But yeah, when the Mark 7 Fiesta ST came out,
Okay.
apparently you were in the south of France on a press release.
Yes.
He was driving,
Yes.
accidentally drove straight through a stop sign.
I do remember something like yes, and I do remember a car coming up quite quickly.
And
I was
apparently
like,
there was an
holy
awkward
shit.
silence.
Yeah. While I was still trying to wipe up the shit that was
Yeah.
falling out of my bum.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it wasn't, well, if David wiped us out, then none of us would have any stress because
I
none
know,
of us
yeah.
would have met
True.
Taylor.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
say to him, it's a shame.
Yeah, go on.
It wasn't
No, go
going
on.
quite a bit faster. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Thanks, Dave,
Small
for nearly
story.
killing me. You've just given me PTSD again.
Yeah.
12 years ago, I've tried to.
He
Forget
almost
that.
recovered.
I've almost recovered. Yeah.
He was one day from full recovery.
One day away.
Oh,
Yeah.
good Lord.
Just like Chris, he's one day away. And
But
then
yeah,
and
no.
then he got fired. Chris, why do you look nervous? By the time anyone listens to this podcast, it'll be too late.
No, it's not. It's nothing to do with that. It's because JK doesn't have a sister.
Did you find out? Does JK have a sister? He didn't go to our school. He did live in Ealing. He didn't go to our school. Sister, we're not sure about. Oh, that was my only claim to fame. The Jamiroquai.
You do know his name's not Jamiroquai.
Yeah, it's Jam Iroquois.
You've said that a lot, actually.
What?
That JK went to your school.
I
And he
did,
didn't
yeah.
actually go to your school.
Boy George. Boy George went to our school.
I went to the same school.
Who? Gollum lad. Oh yeah, the man who plays Gollum. Yeah. What? Sorry, what?
What?
Yeah, I thought so.
I went to the same school as Rod Stewart.
Did you?
Mm. And yeah, his name's not Jamiroquai.
What is it?
JK. J is his first name.
Yeah.
K is his surname.
Is it though?
Jamiroquai.
Is his actual name JK?
Yeah, Jamiroquai is the band.
Is his actual name? Can you please just get his real name? Because JK is not his real name.
It is his real name.
All right. Okay. Chris is going to be the
JK.
authority.
That is not his real name.
It is.
It's
his
not
name.
his. Do you think Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise's real name?
JK. Yeah.
No.
No.
Well, what is it then?
Dave Banks. Jason.
Yeah.
Jason K.
JK.
Well, you said J. It's Jason.
Yeah, but it's Jason K. That's his name.
What's Tom Cruise's?
Tom's
Wait. Chris, come in. Bring it in. Right, we're going to find out, Jake. Sorry, this is a car podcast. Everyone calm down.
Jason Louis Cheatham.
Jason Louis Cheatham. Born at 30th December 1969. He's older than me.
Chris, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. What's his real name? Bring it back. Tom Cruise. Thomas Cruise. Thomas Cruisius. Thomas Louis Cruisius. Right. Wait. Thomas.
What?
Thomas Cruise Mapotha the fourth.
What?
Numbers.
Mapotha.
Wow.
Tom Mapotha.
There you go.
And his father was the third.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah. But
It usually does go 3 and then 4.
Is that something to do with
'Cause four's-
Scientology?
4's a higher number than 3.
I got the numbers wrong. I'm very high.
Chris has had a doobie. Sorry. everyone.
Any other famous people's names that you want us to correct?
Gemma Clarkson.
It's Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is taking a tangent, hasn't it?
Are we finished?
Anyway,
I think
back to the question of the Mark 7 Fiesta.
Oh,
shit!
God, yeah,
Sorry.
we never actually answered
Sorry. Oh, for crying out loud.
No, keep your Fiesta and keep your money.
No,
Get rid of the Fiesta.
Get rid
and
of the
buy
Fiesta.
A E90 generation 330i, not a 335. Get a 330i.
Yeah. Interesting. Cool. You can work on it because you can't work on the Fiesta because it's not yours because it's owned by a lease company.
Why do you keep saying he might own it? A Mark 7.
He might own a £18,000.
No.
Alex, we're not in 2012 anymore.
A Mark 7 is not.
It's £100,000.
A Mark 7 Fiesta is now about 12 or 13 years old.
Yeah, he's 23, man. 12 or 13 grand is a lot of money.
No.
12,
That's
13 years old.
They're about like 4 or 5 now.
No, they're probably less than that. You get my hair about 3, 2.5, 3 grand.
It's been a long way.
They're not on
God, you
finance
lot are stressing
anymore.
No,
Alex.
you're just so old.
And what Mark's Fiesta are we on?
8. And
It's
now
only
they've
one
sto-
away
yeah, but
then.
They did the Mark 8 and then they stopped doing the
I
Fiesta.
just don't know. I just don't
They
like new
don't do the
cars.
Fiesta anymore.
And they did like
Oh,
a 7
shit.
facelift.
I've been,
and
Yeah.
then
I've
an
been
8
asleep.
facelift.
Anyway, whatever Rory says, do the opposite of because his history with cars is so
rubbish.
shockingly
if
bad.
it was actually me personally, yeah, I'd sell the Fiesta and then
There
I'd
you
buy
go.
something
Sell
super
the
luxury.
Fiesta. Not super lux. Stop getting super
That's
luxury
what he
things.
said. He's looking at an L322.
He said more luxurious.
He's
He didn't
looking
say
at an
super.
L322.
Yes, he said that's the
No.
scratch that he wants to itch.
Do it. Do
An
it.
itch that he wants to
Sell the
scratch.
Fiesta and bankrupt yourself.
There you
No.
go, Rory. Don't listen to Rory. Never listen to Rory because he can be wrong sometimes. And Rory, it's okay to be
So
wrong
now
sometimes.
you're just agreeing with me.
No, I'm saying that you are wrong.
No, but I've
here we go.
just said for him to sell it and buy a something else.
Yes, okay.
Do you know what I would
Well,
get?
you were wrong the first time because you said keep the Fiesta. So you've changed your mind.
I was trying
You've
to.
pivoted.
I was trying to be helpful for once because usually I
For
would-
once,
yeah.
actually, that does make a
That-
change
yeah.
because he is my most stressful friend.
No,
Thank you.
No,
Thank you for
no.
finally
Rory, you're
admitting
stressing me
that.
out now, man.
You're stressing me
You're
out.
stressing everyone else.
You're-
Get back on your hamster wheel and do some laps.
This-
Go around in circles.
Right, get rid of the Fiesta because it's boring and you can buy that anytime. Get something a little bit more interesting. And
130i manual.
you wouldn't happen to know anyone who's selling a 130i
I've got
manual,
one.
do you?
I've got a blue one.
How much that?
I've got it up for 5.5.
5.5.
That's probably more than his Mark 7.
Yeah, but Mark 7's shit. It's boring. And then also, everyone has Mark 7s. It's like, be different. If you like
Does it
cars,
have
buy something
a
interesting.
pop and bang map on it?
What, his Mark 7?
Yeah, do you reckon
Oh,
it does?
could you? I bet it's got 4D number plates on it as well.
Oh, God. What is it with you?
And a sun strip that says Majuli.
Now you're just being stereotypical, me Julie.
I've got to say, it was very embarrassing when my dad turned up the other day. And,
Your dad. Oh, my goodness.
he got talked
Oh.
into by the guy at Halfords to having a 4D number plate put in on his car, and I turned up. I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
I won't repeat what I said to your dad, but it was quite a diss, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What car was it on?
It's the Range Rover, whatever SV, that black one.
He's put 4D.
He's
Yeah,
put
on a
4D,
blacked out Range Rover. Yeah.
Where's your dad actually from?
The Wirral, Liverpool.
Okay, explains
Well,
it.
sorry, I've just offended people. The Wirral is completely different from Liverpool.
No, it's all the same, isn't it? Don't they sound? Oh no, that's
Sorry, what?
Liverpool football.
Hey,
I love kicking the ball around. Like
Why are your... Why?
hey, Cleet.
It's nice, isn't it? Like, you know, when we go down to the pub
Can a cook?
and we go down in a Range Rover SCRs with our 4D number plates. And me and Barry and Borry and Billy, we're out there washing the fucky. Yeah? How many people have I offended? Raise your hands if I've offended you this podcast. Oh shit, there's quite a lot of people. Why have I offended you, Rory? Are you having a heart attack? Are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need CPR?
Do you need CPR? CPR. Give me
No,
CPR.
I don't need
CPR. Put it down. He needs CPR. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus.
My fingers.
Sorry, everyone. I was fearing for Taylor's life.
Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, my fingers.
What's wrong with your fingers?
Well, they're still broken. My middle finger. Have you seen how bent it is? Look at that finger.
So just a reminder, everyone, Shedfest coming up soon, May the 4th. Taylor is a massive fan of a really firm handshake.
no.
Oh, firm hand. The firmest of handshakes.
The firmest handshake
No.
you can all do. When you meet Taylor
Yeah.
at Shedfest, give him the firmest handshake you possibly can.
Especially when he's walking away from you and he doesn't expect to get there behind him.
Yeah, and give him a good firm because
Good squeeze. He likes a good squeeze.
Taylor is known to actually give you a bigger discount on a car the firmer your handshake is.
No.
But he will still screw you over.
I would just like to. No, I'm not shaking. I'm not shaking any hands on the day of Shedfest.
I think you are.
My fingers are completely ruined
Are they?
No,
because I
that's
broke my hand.
that's just what he wants you to believe.
Yeah.
But actually,
He's just playing hard to
anyone
get in
who,
there, yeah.
who ignores that advice, he actually hands them out a fiver.
Shut up, Rory.
Yeah.
He carries around cash just to give people who
On
give
a
him firm
serious note,
handshakes.
I'm not doing handshakes because my hand's broken and it hurts.
No, you are.
Shut up.
Right. Shall we call it there? Because we've got 2 cars to buy that we're going to crash next week.
We do live a life.
We do
don't
have a weird life, don't we? Yeah.
Oh, we need to go out and buy some cars today so we can smash them all up next
Yeah.
week.
And then we also need to get the free Cayenne in as well to finish through all of that.
Yeah.
And then Chris needs
And
to go
I've-
to a park.
Yeah, and and smoke a doobie.
What's that, Chris? You need to go and get fired, but it's okay. You've only got 2 days left.
Yeah, and
It's okay.
I've got an engine and gearbox to go and pick up.
And what else do you have to pick up, Taylor, this week?
Some
that you've been
wheels.
promising to do for a long
Wheels,
time.
yeah.
Yes.
And my boot lid.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's in
Yeah.
Sheffield. Yeah. You've got a lot of driving to do today.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm off.
I mean, you smell it, yeah.
Shut up.
All right. Anyway, thank you very much for listening and watching with your ear holes and eye holes. This is episode 30 of the Autoalex podcast. Hope you're enjoying it. Thank you also for all the messages I get on Instagram on the podcast email, which is
podcast@autoalexcars.com.
thank you very much. We love to see all the love. And listening to podcasts actually means a lot to a lot of people. So we will continue doing it for as long as there is breath in our lungs.
Yes. Also, before we end, I do want to give a shout out to all the guys at Drift Games. I don't know if you've seen what happened.
This is the
over
Irish
there
guys.
recently.
Yeah.
They had a massive unit full of amazing cars that they'd spent basically their whole lives on and completely built from the ground up. Unfortunately, they had a massive fire and the whole unit and all of the cars was completely destroyed. And I just cannot begin to imagine what they were going through. I went
you
through,
can begin to imagine,
I went through stress when there was a fire next door to my unit and my unit weren't damaged and I went through a lot. So just a shout out to them, you know.
Yeah, nicely said.
I can see, obviously, you're massively affected, massively upset by it. It will affect your mental health a lot, but just keep your chin up. And if any of you guys are listening to it, you know, just keep
let
your
us know
chin
if
up
we can
and-
help. Yeah, because we'd love to help.
yeah.
And they are a massive, massive part of the Irish car scene, aren't
They
they?
are,
Yeah.
and they're also part of our family because they are a big part of the car culture. So,
Indeed.
a big shout out to you guys, and just keep your chin up and just try and stay as positive as possible.
Well said. And on that note, whatever you're doing this week, do it to the best of your ability. Be kind, be courteous, and we will see you next week. Thank you very much. See you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.